Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 2 of our happiness unit. Last week we focused on money and how money affects your happiness, how much happiness can be bought. This week we're focusing on man and nature. So we've got our two essential questions for this week. They kind of match the two texts we're going to read. So the first one, how does the natural world influence our happiness? That one kind of goes with this first poem here that we're going to read this week. I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud by William Wordsworth. And the second question, what role do we play in finding our own happiness? It's kind of like, how responsible are we for creating the happiness we want in our own lives? That one goes a little bit better with From Blossoms by Lee Young Lee, the second poem that we're going to read this week. Okay. So for today, Monday, and Tuesday, you're going to go to the poem. It's on Common Lit. So you'll click on the link right there. You'll find the poem, super famous poem. You will probably read this again in high school or college. I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud by William Wordsworth. You can see it is quite old. You're going to have to put your poetry cap back on from our poetry unit here and kind of refresh your memory on forms and poetic elements and tools that poets use when they're writing poetry. When you're reading through the poem, don't forget to use the annotation tools over here. You can also use the translation tool or the read aloud tool if you want to use that. When you're done reading, make sure you've answered the assessment questions and the discussion question. And the last thing you've got to do for this poem is this Canvas discussion board. This is just a quick place for you guys to interact with each other about the ideas we're exploring in class and kind of share your ideas, hear what other people think, and kind of bounce ideas off of each other. Okay? For Tuesday, very similar structure here. We've got a different poem, From Blossoms by Lee Young Lee. You can see this poem is much more recent, 1986. And again, you're going to read through the poem, answer the assessment questions, annotate, and the discussion question. Come back to the work document here, or you can go directly to Canvas if you've got the hang of things, and do the discussion on From Blossoms. Okay. So that's today and tomorrow. Wednesday and Thursday this week, you've got your paired text task. On Wednesday, we're going to put kind of both texts side by side and see how they stack up to a couple of questions. And then on Thursday and Friday, we've got our writing task for the week. I'll post a video tomorrow that goes into more detail on our expectations for part 3 and part 4, Wednesday and Thursday. Okay. And if you guys have any questions about Monday and Tuesday, the work for today and tomorrow, the two poems, please email, remind, Canvas, send a message to me or your teacher, and we will try to get back with you and help you as soon as possible. Okay. Best of luck, you guys, and have fun reading these two poems.